Buyers still waiting to see where the economy is going. January 2nd, we got our first showing, and within the span of 7 days, we got 5 more showings. Just want to let you know that things are going to start picking up. Hello, mis amigos. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. The Northwest MLS just released its first housing data for the year of 2026. And every time a year starts, everybody's optimistic. New things, hoping for greater things in the new year to come. I'm here to tell you, things really didn't change from January 2026 to all of 2025. We saw an increase of inventory. And we saw prices in January, same thing like 2025, just kind of like just there. Some places actually went down and days on market went up. What does that all mean? Guys, that's great for you buyers out there. There's still good opportunity to get some sweet deals out there, ask some concessions from the sellers. Now, when we're talking about the state of Washington, the Northwest MLS, they represent 27 of the 29 counties. They said that there's an increase of inventory year over year. January 2025, January 2026 by as much as 21%. When you go from December 2025 to January 2026, month over month, it was an increase by as much as 6%. Now, personally, I'm going to tell you, I had a listing in November. My seller had to sell that time. I go, it's the worst time. It's the worst time to sell. Don't do it. She had to do it, so we put it on the market. Not one showing. It's just the time of year. Not one showing. We priced it even below where it should be. No attention. Buyers still waiting to see where the economy is going. January 2nd, we got our first showing, and within the span of 7 days, we got 5 more showings. Just want to let you know that things are going to start picking up. So it's going to be very interesting to see the numbers for February. All right, guys, coming up, I'm going to give you the data for King County, Snohomish County, Seattle, the Eastside, and also the one area in King County saw the biggest decrease year over year in regards to the median sales price. An area that we've covered before, but this one really dig in deep, and it's a great opportunity for a lot of you guys, especially the guys that are looking for an area with a good school district. Hey, quickly, greatly appreciate you subscribing and liking my channel. So let's start it off. We're going to start off with King County. Again, we're doing residential, single-family residential homes, January, year over year, 2025 to January 2026. Now, you're going to see the same pattern of these 5 areas I'm going to show you. You're going to see the same pattern. Trust me. Same thing. Number of new listings increased by as much as 22%. Now, 1809. Remember, December is not a great time to list your home, just like my seller did during that era or that period. It increases to now in January. People are more, sellers are more motivated to list their homes, right? Get it out there because maybe they have to go. They'd love to do it in the spring, but they have to do it now for whatever reason. Same pattern. You're going to see an increase from one month to another. Amount of closed sales, 749. Now, here's the pattern. You're going to see less number of homes sold in January than in December. Why? Well, because in December, and we go 30 days, 30-day close, is when most likely these units got into agreement between buyer and seller, when it's really, really, really slow. By the time they close, it's January. So January numbers, there you see 749 because the amount of units closed in December was 1,179. So what, 1,200 compared to 749 rather. Now, days on market, 56. The month prior, that was 45, guys. So buyers, that's your friend. I'll guarantee you, in King County, that number will not exist. It'll be a lot less April, May, and June. Just trying to warn you. Days on market, median sales price, $860,000. The month prior was 910. Year over year, about the same. It's about the same. Inventory of homes for sale, you see an increase by as much as 43%. Months of inventory, that is terrible, 1.6. By the way, I see 43% inventory of home sales. The month prior, that number was 39%. So obviously keeping up with the same pattern, you're going to see more listings in the new year. Now moving on to Snohomish County, our neighbors to the north. Patterns, remember I told you the same pattern. New listings, 708, year over year, increased by as much as 5%. The month prior, that number was 321. The 30 days prior is only 321 new listings in Snohomish County. That's 708. Amount of units closed, you see it there, 307. 569 was your number in December, but year over year, a decrease by as much as 28%. Also, yeah, it has to do with the year, but it also do with consumer confidence, right? Buyer confidence, see, man, what's going to happen this year? What's moving on? What's going to happen in 2026? Go over that in a short bit. Median sales price, 715. Month prior was 750. Months of supply of inventory, totally sucks. Even though it did increase by as much as 36% year over year, but 1.5, that's horrible. If you've never seen my channel before, I've always told you, you're like, what the hell does that mean? Month supply of inventory. The experts say a healthy market is 4 to 6 months worth of inventory, which means it would take 4 to 6 months to sell all the active units of inventory in the inventory. That would take 4 to 6 months. This one's only 1.5, so that's terrible. Move it on. I know you got things to do, so I'm trying to move it on. Move it on. Shut up, Julian. I get it. All right. Now we're talking about Seattle market. This is Seattle, and the reason I show you this, because this is what the Northwest MLS, when it comes out with its data, this is the numbers for Seattle. It doesn't include shoreline, okay? So, of course, you have Lake City, West Seattle, and that's about Beacon Hill right there. I know. Move on. Median sales price, $850,000 year over year. It didn't move much. It did not move much, and it's still... For Seattle guys, anybody will tell you, if they live here, they say, it's just still not bad. Yes, if you don't bring it from here, that is a crazy number, but that's actually not that bad. When you look at the month prior, that number was $914,000. Total active listings, 852, 688. 688, same pattern, 688 for the total active listings. January, sellers are out there. All positive. Let me sell my house right now. So I love that. Amount of sold, the units sold, 251. Was 342. The month prior, months of inventory, 2.01. 12 months prior was 339. So a huge decrease right there in the amount of inventory, but it also shows that doesn't matter the economy, doesn't matter anything. Seattle's still highly desirable area to live. Now moving on to a more desirable place to live, I think, because I always have people asking me about the East Side. This is the East Side according to Northwest MLS, which takes you through Highway 2 towards Leavenworth, but not quite doesn't grasp Leavenworth. So again, here's the East Side. Median sales price, $1,435,000. Year over year, drop as much as 16%. So it's a little bit of welcome news for people that want to live out there. The month before was $1.5 million, so really not too much. We're talking around the $1 million mark, 1.5 to 1.4 is not really that much. We're talking about $65,000 here. Total active listings, an increase by as much as 50 cents. Again, same trend we saw from the other areas. Amount of units sold, 213. The month prior was 358. So again, keeping up with the same pattern. Year over year increase of just over 4%. Months of inventory, that sucks, 1.58. However, I want to show you 3.17 was 12 months prior. I wanted to show you that. That's a huge, massive decrease in the amount of inventory, but it just goes to show, like we saw in Seattle, the numbers that we saw from Seattle, no matter the economy, it's still a highly desirable place to live. Now, I told you at the top of the video, last place I'm going to focus on is the one area of King County saw the biggest drop in the median sales price year over year. a highly desirable area, so pay attention, because this might be a place that you might want to reconsider, although the prices are still high, but it's still a great area to live. We're talking about Redmond Carnation. Well, the MLS splits the Redmond in half, basically. It takes you out towards the Cascades and kind of close to, actually, Leavenworth. But this is an area for all of you guys that are not from the area looking to come here. Highly desirable area. I've listed several homes here. I sold one not too long ago in Redmond Ridge. When everybody asked me at my listing, my open house, are we still in the Lake Washington School District? It's one of the best school districts, from what I understand, in the entire state. As a matter of fact, that's what I understand. It's one of the best school districts in the state of Washington. Here are your numbers, guys. The biggest drop year over year. Median sales price, January 2026, $950,000. A drop by as much as 22% or 21% year over year. And we're talking about, I did this calculation with all the areas that had at least 75 units, active units in inventory. This was the top one, drop of 21%. The figure for the month prior, $1.25 million, $1,250,000. Total active listings, same patterns we're seeing, increased by as much as 38%. Month prior, that number was at 74. Number of units sold, 27. 27 in the month of January. Month of December, 53. So what do you think, guys? Are we optimistic about 2026 in regards to real estate buyers? It's starting off pretty good for you guys, but I don't expect these numbers to stay positive, or at least on your side. They're going to change, obviously, in the spring. Sellers, what do you think? Is it going to be a good year? I personally think, from what I've been seeing, like I told you at the top of the video, an increase of buyer activity, more interest out there. I'm optimistic that this year is going to be pretty good, at least better than what we've seen the last couple of years. If there's an area that you want me to cover in my next video, guys, just let me know. Good luck, guys.